Very cool.
Sound check.
G'day and welcome back to another vocal analysis here at Voice Essentials. My name, as many of you already know, is Dr. Dan, and today we are going to be reviewing a group, a quartet, a male quartet, who up until a couple of weeks ago I had, to my shame, never heard of. This is a South Korean male quartet known as Forestella. They are no longer together. They got together in 2017 as a part of a singing competition and disbanded, I think, in 2021. They didn't renew their contract as a group. And so they're a relatively short-lived male quartet. I'm going to read their names out, partly to give you a bit of a laugh, because my South Korean pronunciation is non-existent. So here we go. These are the four gentlemen that are a part of this group. Ko Woo Rim, Bae Do Hun, Kang Young Ho, and Cho Ming Yu. That'll have been an absolute travesty, and I apologize for that. But I did want to mention their names individually to the best of my ability. Let me know in the comments section below how I went. This is a great sound. They're singing, in this particular piece, they're singing Je suis malade, which is a French song which translates as I'm sick. This is a love song that describes the unhealthy sickness, the love sickness of the writer. And this song has been sung by a lot of people, including Lara Fabian. We're going to get straight into it because I want you to listen to how the arrangement really takes advantage of four very distinctly unique voice types and layers it in such a beautiful way. And we get to hear each individual voice really, singing to its strengths, and it creates a beautiful soundscape. How magnificent is the set? Fabulous.
Je ne rêve plus, je ne fume plus, je ne m'aime plus d'histoire. Je suis seul sur toi, je suis laid sur toi, comme une orpheline. Dans un docteur, je n'ai plus envie de vivre ma vie. Ma vie, c'est ce quand tu pars.
Now, quite evidently, by the way I started today's video, I am no expert on French linguistics or the ability to speak French or to speak South Korean for that matter. But it strikes me that this fellow, and I believe as we go along, each singer does a really good job of their French. And this is something I've noticed about South Korean singers in general, is their ability to sing other languages is really, really strong. Notice also about this vocal, he's obviously our lower of the four voices that we're going to hear. And he's really giving us that spoken value. It's beautifully low, and to the point where he got to that point and just let it go down to just a whisper.
Je n'ai plus de vie et même mon lit se transforme en quai de gare. Quand tu t'en vas, je suis.
Now that may well be that he's being very, very, very clever at this point. It may be that his voice can't actually get down any lower, and so he does what we in the biz often refer to as cheat notes. He talks that line through, in part because perhaps, and I don't know this for certain, but perhaps his voice can't phonate and maintain a sung value down that low. And so what he does, very cleverly, professional singers are doing this every night of the week. where they just speak it through until the voice can phonate and connect back up. Have a listen to that again.
Je n'ai plus de vie et même mon lit se transforme en quai de gare. Quand tu t'en vas, je suis malade, complètement malade.
The contrast of that is just lovely. You get this deep, low sound, and then you get really light and very, very pure tone that almost gives us almost a conversational kind of feel. Let's have a listen to that change again.
Quand tu t'en vas, je suis
Here it comes.
malade, complètement malade. Ton corps m'a mis dans le soir et qui me laisse sur la paix. Mon Dieu, ce soir je suis malade, parfaitement malade.
I love the reaction.
Chiffon ne sait jamais bon, tu m'en ne sais jamais sûr. Ça va faire bien dans des sons que tu donnes fou.
You know what really makes this piece work across the entire performance is every single performer, all four of them are connected. All four of them are in the moment and connecting with the lyric. And to have the synergy of that together, remember, more often than not, this is done as a solo. This has been rearranged for four performers. So to have four voices, four individuals working together as one to provide a singularity of emotional content, these gentlemen work really well together.
Comment empêcher, je suis accroché à toi.
This is a third very different voice. It's lighter than the previous tenor that we've just heard, the second voice. I want you to listen to the lovely vibrato that we get, and it's got this almost shimmer quality to it. It creates a reminiscence of a very classic French sound.
Comment empêcher, je suis accroché à toi. Je suis fatigué, je suis épuisé de faits qui semblent être heureuses. Quand ils sont là, je bois toutes les nuits, mais tous les whisky.
Love that. It's just a lovely texturing to really accentuate that sense of emotion. That was really cool.
Fatigué, je suis épuisé de faits qui semblent être heureuses. Quand ils sont là, je bois toutes les nuits, mais tous les whisky.
Yeah.
Pour moi, on le même goût et tous les bateaux portent ton amour. Je sais qui je suis, tu es partout, je suis malade, complètement malade. Je bats mon son ton corps et je suis comme un oiseau, comme toi dis donc je suis.
It's interesting that this fourth voice, I want to take it back, he has that more so than the others, the other three, he has a little bit more exposure of that K-pop sound vocal derivative. Have a listen to some of the lilts and some of the, just the little turns that he puts on some of his phrasing.
Je bats monde, comme toi dit ton je suis.
J'avais du talent à bon
A little known fact about myself is that I'm a founding member of the 10 Tenors. Some of you may have heard of them. They're a group that was originated here in Brisbane, Australia. And I was, as a founding member, with them back in the mid-90s for a couple of years. And I still remember the intensity of singing with 9 other gentlemen and having that sense of singular moment being shared by 9 other performers on stage, because we were always singing, songs like Nessun Dorma and pieces. We never sang this piece, but songs of such that were always typically done as solos. And here were, in my case, 10 voices together, creating a single moment for a piece. And there's something as a performer, it's so intense. It's so, you feel like you're just on the edge the entire time. And I do get that sense, watching these fellows sing this, it just takes me back to those experiences.
C'est un moment assis à continuer, tu avais la sueur avec moi.
There's that cheating again, hear that? And I'm almost certain that this fellow does not have that low note, and so he quite cleverly cheats it. And I'm using the word cheat because that's the industry wording for it. So we're not using the word cheat as a derogatory term. It's just called cheating, where we sort of aspirate the word as opposed to phonating the word. Have a listen to how he does that. Yeah, I don't think he has those notes, in his range, but he does it really well. It is so important when you're singing in a group like this, in an ensemble, as a duet, as a trio. Eye contact in these moments is paramount. It is so important that you maintain that sense of visual connection with your fellow performer, to maintain that sense of connection with the repertoire so that you are constantly together.
Malade, complètement malade.
I'll take it back to the beginning so we can watch this through. It's beautifully done, and this point of being connected, they're now a cappella. There is no instrumentation. The great danger in this moment is for them to drift off pitch, off that pitch center, so that when the orchestration comes back in, we would hear it, right? Spoiler alert, they don't drift, because they maintain the sense of connection, and so that tonal center, they sit right in the middle of it because they're watching each other. They are listening to each other.
Malade, complètement malade. Comme quand ma mère sortait le soir et qu'elle me laissait seul avec mon désespoir, je suis malade.
Definitely got that sort of K-pop
Et j'ai le cœur complètement malade.
C'est pas qui gagne. Je suis malade.
Very cool. I want to listen to that end bit again, because in the modern era where, you know, we're constantly being bombarded by, you know, how high can you go kind of singing, the orchestration of this doesn't take us there. It maintains a more classic derivative of it's climatic, and we do get the falsetto note over the top, but that's simply sitting on the top of a full orchestration where we get just this big finish. Have a listen. And can I tell you, I don't know why the clapping is so... It's almost like someone's put that in as an after effect. I'm not sure what's going on there. Anywho, thank you for recommending Forestella to me, because I really, as I said, up until a couple of weeks ago, had never heard of them, and they provide a great sound and an entertaining sound, but also a good opportunity for us to talk about that connectivity between performers on stage and the blending of four really good voices, and I really did enjoy watching them. And if you've got other Forestella performances that you'd like reviewed, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments section below. Until next time, because there will be a next time. I do these vocal analyses every week. So make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next vocal analysis video. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.